Oh, school's in session. It's Mike and Jack's behind the camera saying hello and bringing you to another Barn Doggler Bite. Our last little bit of Barn Doggler history was about how we found out to make traditional barn paint. And while we were doing the research on how to make traditional barn paint, we searching on that interweb thing, we came across it's a food called Quark. And it triggered a lot of thoughts, because what Quark is basically Quark is soured milk left out in the sun, and it curdles up and you strain it and it makes a cheese called Quark. And we're gonna show you, we made some Quark. I just thought it'd be kind of fun to talk about some of the other foods that we were subjected to as kids back in the day. One of the ones that I remember fondly was head cheese. Head cheese was the head of an animal, and preferably usually a hog, because hogs didn't have a lot of hair on them. So to make traditional head cheese the way my grandmother made it, they would take out the eyes and the brain, but they'd leave the tongue and everything else behind. And very simply, you would take the head of this hog and you would put it into a boiling vat of water, and it would just boil and boil, and then everything would dissolve off of the skull, and then they'd pour the remnants of this into a pan, and the natural gelatin from the skull would help it set. So basically it looked like this really crazy jello, and then you'd cut it up and you'd put it on bread or crackers, and it was a real taste treat. But those foods were a necessity of the times, and this is what maybe the millennials or my own kids don't understand. Back in the Depression and even before that, there wasn't refrigeration, so people had no place to store things, and the other part was they didn't have any money or means, so they had to eat every bit of the animal. So there was just absolutely no waste. They were just a tough group of people. Very hardy, because now if I went in and said, honey, we're going to cook up a batch of head cheese and kids, you're just going to love this, it ain't happening. So you know, they were tough. Again, I'm not a clean cook, I'm a messy one. And so there's some of our Quark. Hey, it's really not that bad. It's a little sour, kind of vinegary, but you know, if I could eat it, I think you could eat it, Jack. So you know, let's just give it a shot here. Take a big bite, not a little bite. Good stuff, isn't it? So, and you got to make sure you swallow it. So, well, Jack loves Quark. So there it is, guys. I don't even know if hopefully the dog will eat it later, but the other thing is Jake Thompson is my life insurance agent. If something goes really south from eating this stuff, make sure you tell the wife to call Jake Thompson at Thriving Financial. So